So the first challenge is what we call the forgettable mistake. Now, my background, as MC just shared with you, is that my background is in professional sports. Now, I played basketball overseas, so if any of you are looking at me like, should I know this guy? No, you probably don't, because if you don't watch basketball overseas, you probably never heard of me. So I started playing basketball professionally in 2005 after I came out of a Division III college. So any of you who follow sports, we got any sports fans in the room? Okay, so any of you who follow sports, when you watch March Madness on TV, all right, that's Division I. I was down in the basement of Division III. So coming out of Division III, I didn't really have any prospects to play basketball professionally. So I had to kind of hustle my way, sell my way into playing pro ball. And I started playing overseas. My first job was in Kaunas, Lithuania in 2005. And that same year, I started publishing content to this brand new platform that they said, this was their sales proposition. They said, you could post as much content as you want, completely for free, video. And it was called youtube.com. This is 2005, so I do literally mean it was literally brand new. So I started publishing all these videos on how to practice basketball. So it was just me in the gym or on the court, just practicing basketball by myself. And all this is connected to the topic here today. And I started putting all these videos out. And at the time, this is a brand new thing. Nowadays, you go online, everybody's showing their workouts and their drills and their exercises, et cetera, males, females, every sport. But back then, this was a brand new thing. So I started putting all this content out. And I drew this audience of basketball players who just wanted to learn how to play basketball because they were basically me, but they were 10 years younger. They just wanted to learn how to play, but they didn't have anybody teaching them how to play. So what I did at this time was I built up a brand and a name for myself because I was the guy. People weren't looking up Dre Baldwin. What they were looking for was how to learn how to play basketball, and I happened to be the guy who was doing it. And they found out my name later. They didn't really care who I was. They just cared that I was giving them what they wanted. So this is how I started to build my audience online of teaching basketball players how to play ball. Eventually, I started talking about things like mindset and discipline and confidence, all the stuff that you need to be an athlete, the same stuff that you need in business. The point of this, and the reason why this matters to my first point, the first mistake that I'm going to share here today, is that I made myself memorable, notable, and remarkable because I was giving people something that they couldn't get anywhere else. That's the most important thing for how I got started and why it matters to this point. And here's the challenge. It's right there in the quotation. Is when people say to me, Dre, people are seeing my stuff, but they are not taking any subsequent action. So over the years, when I started publishing, if you were to look me up right now, I know some of you may do that, I have 8,000 videos on YouTube to this very day. About 5,000 of them are basketball related. And the reason why people know me, even to this day, I haven't played basketball. I stopped playing basketball 7 years ago. But the reason why people still will see me in the streets in Miami today and remember those videos is because I put so much material out there that if you looked up a basketball video between 2005 and 2015, you had no choice but to see me. Now, I'm not telling you that to impress you. Actually, I am trying to impress you a little bit, but I'm telling you that to impress upon you that the reason why I was notable, remarkable, and the reason why people don't forget me even all these years later is because if you looked up that material, you had no choice but to see my name. The challenge that people have is they say, I'm putting stuff out, but people aren't taking any subsequent action. The reason is your material is boring. Your material is boring, it is forgettable, and you're not giving people anything they couldn't otherwise get. That's the challenge. Here's the question that I ask people.